Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, as we know that Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, pray to Allah Almighty that, oh Allah, send us a table of food from the sky, from the heaven, that my companion can see it and eat from it, and then they can be my helper, and then they can be a witness with me. So Allah Almighty accepted the prayer of Prophet Jesus and sent them a table of food from heavens, and then they eat from it, and then they was a witness, they was a helper of Prophet Jesus. So in that prayer, Prophet Jesus asked to Allah Almighty that, oh Allah, keep this tradition, keep this celebration of food even for the generation, for the people who are coming after us. So Allah Almighty accepted his prayer. So now that prayer which was accepted by Allah Almighty, now Allah Almighty is going to make it happen. Allah Almighty is going to bring all the mankind together on one food table, and Allah Almighty is going to give this food celebration to whole mankind. So as you can see that in chapter Al-Hajj, Allah Almighty is giving guidance to nation of Ibrahim that they should sacrifice the lamb on the day of Hajj and cook food and give food to all mankind. And then on the other corners of the world, Allah Almighty is giving guidance to the children of Adam and Nuh. And in chapter Inam and in chapter Al-Baqarah, Allah Almighty have explained this, that if you cannot do the Hajj, or if the governments of that country they stop you to do the Hajj, then do the sacrifice there and give food to eat to the peoples. And then same thing Allah Almighty is explaining to the nation of Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, that in Europe and in other countries where the Christian people they are living, Allah Almighty have arranged a table of food for them. Allah Almighty have merged all the countries and all the nation into the day of Hajj. So same thing Allah Almighty have done with the European people, that on the day of Hajj, the people who are living in Europe, they are going to do the sacrifice of the lamb, of the goat, of the cow, and then they are going to set a big tables and they are going to cook a food and serve to the peoples. Now the interesting thing is that in the kingdom of Prophet Sulaiman, peace be upon him, in his time, the jinns, they used to cook food for mankind, because this was a miracle of Prophet Sulaiman. So same thing is going to happen now. Why? Because Allah Almighty in chapter Sheba, in chapter Sabah, verse 12 and 13, Allah Almighty have explained that how we should cook the food, which way we should cook the food to serve the people. And Allah Almighty have guided us that we should cook the food in big fixed vessels. These vessels should be fixed on the fire for always, and we should keep the food cooking there 24 hours. So this is the method method and way which Allah might have explained us, that we should cook the food this way and we should serve this food to all mankind, and Christian, Muslim, Jewish, and even other mankind, they should sit down together and they should eat on one table. So this is the way Allah Almighty is going to bring whole mankind on one belief and on one table. And even the creation of jinns, they must come with the humans, because on the day of judgment, the jinns, they are going to be a part of the day of judgment. That is the creation which is unseen, but in coming future, we human, we are going to see them, because now Allah Almighty is going to wind up the planet. So they must have to be appear. So this is the way Allah Almighty is going to make them appear, going to bring them, and they are going to serve humans like they were serving in the kingdom of Prophet Sulaiman. So the history is going to repeat Inshallah, you are going